Want to know how I get clients to stop underpricing and have it work? Well, it's a bit of a long game, but it starts with how I open every single Marketing Confidence Cheerleading session or any group coaching spot. And it's a question of, would you like ice cream or chili pepper feedback, or just to be witnessed? So how does this relate to pricing? Let me wind it back. A lot of us, especially my ideal clients, folks attracted to my work, tend to be in identities, women, queer people, people of color who have been chronically, historically underpaid, forced to assimilate into systems that were not built for us to thrive in order to get by, to make a living, to come up in these systems that were not built for us. And so then we become entrepreneurs, open our own business, get to name our price, and we are so conditioned to just accept what's been offered, to just play by the rules, that it can bring up some shit. It can bring up some trauma, it can bring up some grief, it can bring up some anger. And it's really hard to go from taking the best we think will be offered to naming our price. And naming a price that goes beyond just what we need to get by. Like first people name a really low price that they think people will pay. And then they do a little bit of it and they work really hard. And then they're like, I gotta name a price that will at least meet my needs. So I'm not having to work so hard just to pay my bills and get by. And then there's this other up level that happens when they're like, I actually feel like I'm seeing really amazing results for my clients. I'd like to have more spaciousness. I want to, take full weekends off, take evenings off. I want more fun money. Like I just want more spaciousness in my life. And so now I got to price it that way. And that third step is usually the hardest for people, because we don't have practice. We don't have practice for asking for more than what we need. We don't have practice for asking for more than the bare minimum or more than enough to meet our needs, or we don't have practice basing our requests on wants, not just survival needs. And so literally we have to practice this. We have to practice asking for what we want, which means we have to get very connected and very clear and very able to tell in the moment, what do we want? Hence, this is how I open every Marketing Confidence Cheerleading session. Do you want ice cream feedback, which is, I'm feeling vulnerable today, I need it with a spoonful of sugar, please point out what I'm doing right, build me up, or chili pepper? Give me all of the tough love, push me to my growth edge, hold the vision for me, and keep me accountable to it. Or I just want to be witnessed. I'm not open to feedback. I just want to be held and supported in where I am in this moment. All of these responses are encouraged, they are welcomed, and they are respected. They are literally built into my Marketing Confidence Cheerleading programs, whether it's one-on-one or squad my group program. And if you're sharing in a group, we hold the group accountable to respect getting consent before giving any feedback, respecting the answer you get. And this is a practice for all of us because society hasn't been shaped to center consent in this way. And that's why so many of my clients arrive to marketing feeling gross about it, because the mainstream marketing we see does not value consent. It values manipulation and the quickest way to get $1. And it feels icky because my people are good people and we want to do it different. And we want marketing that centers consent. And so consent goes both ways. Yes, we can absolutely center our customers' consent, the people encountering our marketing consent, but also your consent. Like, what monetary, energetic investment do you need to provide your best work, to serve your people the best possible way? And that is more than the minimum. That is more than just enough to kind of scrape by most of the times. No, you need more than that to provide your best work, to do right by your people. You need to be well nourished so you can give from your overflow. So we practice in Marketing Confidence Cheerleading, really connecting to what it is we want, asking for it, building the capacity to be okay with being told no and realizing, okay, That's not my aligned customer. It's okay. My aligned customers are out there and they are so ready, hyped, and willing to pay what we want in order to access the best we can offer. Okay, and the reason that these 3 stages often happen is because while a coach like myself might be like, this is worth 10 times the price you have it priced at right now. This is worth quadruple. Raise your price. The reason that doesn't just work is because we kind of sometimes need these stages to bring our full selves on board with, yes, it actually is worth 10x that price. Because when your body's in revolt, like you raise that price to 10 times the price and you haven't brought your body, your nervous system, your unconscious, your programming, your beliefs, your confidence on board with that price, you will really struggle to sell it. You will really struggle to sell it because you're trying to sell other people on something you haven't bought yourself, as in you haven't bought the belief that it's worth that price. And so if you don't believe it's worth that price, how are you going to get other people to believe it's worth that price in your marketing? So that's why taking this as a long game, a skill building, a capacity building to understand that it is worth that price and you deserve to get what you want. You deserve more than just your survival needs. That's why this question that I start each cheerleading session with is so important, because it lets us build it into our subconscious programming. It's like muscle memory, so that when we are ready to 10x that price, we can sell it with our whole chest. We aren't asking our people, our customers, to believe something we don't believe ourselves, which makes marketing feel less icky and also makes it a lot more convincing, because, you know, we send off signals, we've got micro expressions. People can feel the vibes when you're not on board with what you're selling. So that's why it's a long game approach. So if you could use some support with that, I have one-on-one packages open for sale for the last time in 2024. And if you get in on one of those one-on-one packages, you get access to the squad, which is my awesome crew of excellently eccentric entrepreneurs. Or you can just, join the squad anytime you want to. DM me if you have any questions. Otherwise, you know where to find more information. Okay, love you. Bye.